First name, Reeves, R-E-E-V-E-S.
Can you say whether he lived in the city of Mount Vernon, or obviously you said he was visiting?
We haven't been able to confirm an address for him, so we don't know if it's a Mount Vernon address or elsewhere.
How many gunshot wounds did he have, and where were they?
There were several wounds, different places of his body, actually, not just one location. Different places throughout the body.
Commissioner, there's a police sub-precinct in Leominster Towers. I know this has come up in the past, but was this sub-precinct staffed at the time of the shooting?
Well, our officers aren't inside of that precinct at all times of the day and night. What happens is they utilize that facility to process prisoners if they have, in order to write reports when they have reports to complete. And we'd rather have them patrolling the complex rather than be located within the precinct for the number of hours that they have.
Question for Mayor Davis. I have a letter dated today, December 15th. There's a copy of it, stating of your eligibility to serve as mayor, and the charter directs that you forfeit your office upon conviction of a crime. Can you comment on this letter from Attorney Michael Cater that was hand-delivered to your corporation counsel today?
I would comment on it, but not at this time. Next question.
Can you also comment whether Commissioner Burke's wife, did you influence the Civil Service Commission to change the requirement of having 3 years of experience as a court clerk to 3 months because she was not eligible to be appointed to this position, and the civil service test is in February? Did you,
As many people have ascertained, some people question the sanity that you employ, but I don't think that is what we are here for. Whatever your intentions are, please direct it to the subject at hand. So if you have any subject that pertains to what we're here for, I would gladly entertain.
If we could go back to the murder, the relationship between Copeland and Reeves, was there one? Do we know if there?
I think they knew each other.
Been able to establish a clear motive yet, or is that something that you guys are still working on?
I think that would be too early to comment on that.
Regarding your latest promotion to police department with lieutenants, upon information belief, you made the promotions from an expired civil service list. Can you comment on that?
I will comment on that when it is appropriate. Right now, it is not appropriate. This press conference was called to disseminate information around the events. It was not here to give you license to do your normal obsequious comments. So if you have that,
I just asked a question, sir.
Next question, please.
How is the city trying to prevent violence at Leominster Towers? I know there have been a few, we've written about a few, major crimes over the years, and I know that there's the sub-precinct there. I know that, and you talked about stepping up patrols. Are there other ways to sort of curb the violence that you guys are looking at?
Yes, we do understand cause and effect. When a community expects more, it gets more. When a community works together and plays together, people tend to respond to that. But when you have people who are always conjuring up a ruckus to ask to serve themselves, I think that lends to it. The other thing I think lends to it is people who are willing to get out there in the community and talk to people. I talk to people, and some people have lost hope. Some people see and know a reason to live, really. And so that life tends to be cheap. And some people internalize it. The other thing is that I think Mount Vernon has been targeted to have weapons and drugs in it to destabilize the community. And others, they have people who are running through the streets with invectives and to deliberately try to have the community disenfranchised and turned into a result of all of the good things that we do. What we're trying to do is, number one, give young people hope that there is a better tomorrow. And we try to create jobs and opportunities wherever we could. We entertain as much as we can the requests for jobs and opportunities, and we're in these streets to try to give some hope. Because eventually what you're talking about is people who have decided that life is cheap, especially in the black community. And we're trying to avert that. For instance, Mount Vernon has tried very hard to attract people to come to the city, and we have been successful. Right now, as we speak, there are 3 major projects, one on Bremerton Avenue, one on South 5th Avenue, and one on McCreston Parkway, and we're working diligently to bring 249 families to Fleetwood area. This is unprecedented. Despite all the negativity that's been heaped upon this administration from within and from without, we still are sticking to the fact that Mount Vernon, more than any other city, has delivered hope to as many people as we can, and they're responding. So when they hear negativity, when they see people, merchants of despair running through the streets, they absolutely have no respect for that, and the people who have designated themselves to do so. Because at the end of the day, what do they gain by this? Absolutely nothing. So we will keep doing what we do, despite all of any invectives or any half-truths, no truths that's directed, especially at my person.
You mentioned on Bremerton Avenue there's development. There was a shooting a couple of weeks ago in front of Sue's Rendezvous. Was that person ever brought to justice? And is that shot spotter system that the taxpayers spent about $3 million for, is it working? And how many arrests have been made from the shot spotter?
That is something that I'm sure that the commission can answer. But before we answer that, we want to exhaust the questions that we have about this particular case. Are there any other questions unanswered?
I just want to confirm on the release that you guys just handed out. You said Jalen Reeves is 38. Is that correct?
No,
Okay, because you have 28.
I'm sorry, 38, yes.
So
38,
the victim was
Jalen.
38.
The victim was
So this is incorrect.
28. The suspect is 28.
Okay, because they have 28 victims. And this would be the 4th murder in Mount Vernon this year. Is that correct?
I mean,
6?
It should be 6.
and those approximately 6 murders have been apprehended in record time, so there are no people out there that's done this dastardly deed that is going unpunished and uncaptured. Okay, thank you very much.